Hi everyone. Today's question comes from a Tumblr user who wishes to remain anonymous, and this person writes, "Hey Lee, I have lots of health problems that I will have for the rest of my life. And now that I'm atheist, it's hard to deal with the health problems. When I was Christian, I would just pray. But now it's hard, because now that I'm atheist, I know that I'll suffer with these health problems until I die, or until they find a cure for the health problems that I have. Thank you, Lee. I know you have health problems too." I sure do. My health problems started back in the mid-2000s when I was still in the Marine Corps, and they're the reason that I was medically discharged. At the time, I was still Christian, and I really, really tried to figure out what I did that God would take away his blessing. The type of theology that I believed in, the church that I went to, we didn't believe that God would curse people, but that God would remove his blessing, which means that you could be subject to just the terrible things in life that happen. I guess you can think about it kind of like the story of Job. And if you guys aren't familiar with Job, basically he was this really righteous guy, and Yahweh was just blessing him. But then this character called the adversary, which is listed as Satan, but Satan really just means the adversary. It's not like the king of hell, the devil, that kind of thing, but it's just this character to kind of challenge Yahweh's ideas. And so Yahweh said, "Hey, get a load of Job. He's super awesome and he praises me and because, he knows I'm awesome." And the adversary says, "Well, he only thinks you're awesome because you keep giving him stuff. I bet if you stop giving him stuff, he's not going to think you're that awesome." And basically, Yahweh and the adversary make a bet. And so the adversary's idea is that if Job has his stuff taken away, Job's going to stop worshiping Yahweh. And Yahweh's idea is that Job will keep worshiping him no matter what. Turns out Yahweh is pretty much right, except Job gets yelled at the end because Yahweh was like, "How dare you question me?" What question, you might ask? Job had the same question I had. "God, what did I do that I lost your blessing?" So as Job is losing his kids and his servants and his slaves and his animals and his health, he's just thinking, okay, I know that God is awesome and I trust in God. What did I do? What sin am I committing that I don't even realize I'm committing? What am I doing wrong that I lost Yahweh's blessing? And that's really where I was. That kind of thinking, first of all, it's really victim blaming, isn't it? You're already suffering and then you start thinking, this is all my fault. I must deserve this. There must be something so inherently wrong with me that I'm so bad and so sinful, but I don't know it. Just my existence is so sinful. I'm accidentally sinning and therefore unworthy of even just a basic quality of life. That's really stressful to start thinking about and to start wondering which people do I cut out of my life and which activities do I have to stop, so that way I can spend more time in fellowship or spend more time volunteering for the church or attending church functions. And that's where I was. It really wasn't helping me. So with Anon asking here, I used to just pray. To me, this is the kind of thing people say about, oh, faith is okay because it provides people hope. I don't think this is hope. This hurt. In fact, there was a type of surgery that my doctor wanted me to have, but I refused this surgery because I thought I could demonstrate my faith to God this way. And I told my doctor, God doesn't make mistakes. So this surgery to correct or make things easier for me, that would just fly in the face of my faith. So I don't want to do it. Now, of course, I was also going to my doctor for pain management, and I had started to wonder about that too. Am I being a hypocrite? Oh, I'll see my doctor sometimes, but I won't always follow my doctor's advice. So I started wondering about different things that I could do that were maybe more biblical or spiritual, like Reiki, or essential oils are in the Bible, aren't they? Maybe my diet, I can go on the Daniel diet, those kinds of things. And of course, my health didn't get any better. In fact, I was walking with a cane. At least with the medication and the surgery and stuff that I've had, at least this way I can walk. Can't run, can't jog, but at least I can walk without a cane most of the time. So I'm still in a better place than I am. And I think that's the thing about being an atheist. You have to accept what's happened and try to figure out, okay, now what? What can I do to improve my life as it is? When I was Christian, it was more like refusing to accept that this was happening. Because as long as I can figure out where I went wrong or what sin I was committing, then Jesus would just make it go away. It still sucks, and my health is getting worse. But I would still say it's better this way, where I'm living in reality. I'm not scared of medication. I'm not scared to have certain procedures done to improve my quality of life, as opposed to this faith that I had where I was really just stressing myself out and putting myself through needless suffering on this idea that as long as I do something a certain way, suddenly my health will be unlocked because Jesus' blessing will be unlocked. This is one of the reasons I do recommend that people accept reality. I mean, whether Jesus exists or not, sometimes you still need that medication. You still need to change the things you're doing instead of stubbornly showing faith. You might need that surgery. And by thinking, well, Jesus is the ultimate healer, I can go attend a faith healing, I can pray and try to heal myself or ask God to heal me, and so on and so forth. You really go down some interesting interpretations of spirituality. You go down some interesting interpretations of Christianity when you get this stressed out about what am I doing wrong? How can I improve my health? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I think to myself, what could I have done or had if I would have gotten that surgery earlier? If I would have started my medication rounds earlier, But you can't worry about that. The past is the past. And right now, I don't have a time machine, so there's really no point in thinking about what I could have done. But I would say, as an atheist, it's a lot better. I'm not worried about pleasing God. I can just kind of go through my day and do what's right for my health, as opposed to second guessing, triple guessing everything that I'm doing, because is this in line with biblical principles? Do I have to keep praying until I feel a movement of the Holy Spirit to tell me what to do? Can I take this medicine or can I not? Should I, go on a mission trip or what, So this way makes a lot more sense. There's a problem and we have some types of solutions. They're not perfect. They're not cures, but at least we have some types of solutions. As opposed to when I was a Christian where the problem still existed, but I was refusing tested, evidence-based solutions so I could prove my faith. That sure didn't work out for me. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you want to share your own story about your health or somebody else's health, if this reminded you of any stories that you've heard or personal experiences that you want to share, please do in the comment section below. If you want to check out other stuff that I've got going on, you can check me out on social media like Twitter or Instagram, and you can also find me on Patreon and Discord. All the links for that will be in the pinned comment below. But as always, guys, thanks for listening.